I'm Saquib Jafarey. I'm a professor of economics at City University in London. There's been a lot of integration of the global economy in terms of financial flows and banking flows, and also, of course, international trade in goods and services, and to some extent, to a lesser extent, in terms of the movement of people across borders. I think the really profound aspect of that development which is affecting us is the fact that with this interconnectedness, we have many channels of what we would call contagion, both good and bad. I mean, good things spread very fast, but bad things spread very fast as well, and it's through all these channels. As an economist, I would like to see network analysis being applied in a way where the connection between networks has some economic interpretation, either through flows of information or strategic behavior, strategic interaction, so that it's not just the physical links between, say, two economic agents, two countries or two firms that count. It's the way they interact that should be modeled in the network. Our team have collected a lot of interbank data using the EMID database. The interbank market is very, very important because, first of all, it's a signal to the rest of the economy about how banks view what's going on. This data allows us to analyze both empirically and to model as a network, say, the intraday transactions that take place on the interbank market. And we have been studying the pattern of these transactions over the course of a day and seeing how they have changed, say, in normal times as compared to the times of crisis. We tend to develop our models after the events. So, for example, in the 1997 crisis, there was a lot of, a big part of the crisis was due to short-term capital flows. The fact that people could move equity capital very easily across borders. This crisis is much more about bank lending, which is much more long-term. So, back in the early part of the 21st century, we were very worried about short-term financial flows as a source of contagion. Now, of course, we realize that there's much more to it. You know, banks can also be a source of contagion. So, to some extent, our models have to try to anticipate these kind of problems that can arise and not just react. In analyzing the financial data, say from 2004 onwards, we have found, some of my colleagues at City University have found some what we call structural breaks, which suggest that markets were anticipating a crisis. We are working now on a model of interbank behavior which is based on how transactions take place in the EMID market, but we are trying to develop, like artificial intelligence, the strategy that, say, the actors in this market might be following over the course of a day using an agent-based approach.